Picture this. It's the 28th of the month. Your bank app shows $17. You're doing quiet math in the grocery aisle, trying to decide what can wait and what can't. If you're earning a modest income and still ending every month broke, this video is for you. Because the problem isn't just spending, it's the cycle. Here's a clue that isn't about willpower. Around 6 in 10 adults say they could cover a $400 emergency with cash or something close to it. That means millions can't. And when you can't, a small surprise turns into late fees, new debt, and a month that feels impossible to catch. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, where every lesson is a step closer to your freedom. Today, we're doing a 30-day broke reset. A 1-month plan to calm the chaos, build a tiny buffer, and protect next month, even if you earn about $1,500 to $4,000 a month and feel trapped. No miracle talk. Just a realistic sequence that helps you find the first $100 when it feels like there's nothing left. Most videos start with a strict no-spend challenge. That can help, but it often ignores the low and middle-income reality that fixed bills don't care about motivation: rent, utilities, transport, childcare, debt minimums. If necessities already swallow most of your income, a tougher mindset won't flip the math. You need a plan that respects your actual life. Week 1 of this reset is about seeing the whole month clearly. Think of it like navigation without a map. When you can't see the route, every purchase feels risky. Imagine you bring home $2,400. Rent and utilities are $1,450. Transport and phone are $220. Minimum debt is $180. Before groceries, you're at $1,850. That leaves about $550 for food, kids, and everything else. The reset begins with clarity, not shame. Write down 3 numbers today: your income, your fixed bills, and your minimum debt payments. Then put every bill due date on one page. This takes 10 minutes, but it changes the next 30 days. If you skip this step, you keep guessing, and the month keeps winning. And guessing is expensive. What is the one fixed cost that feels heaviest right now? Week 2 is where we stop pretending the emergency won't happen, because the emergency is rarely dramatic. It's ordinary: a tire, a school fee, a sick day. If you earn $1,900 and your car suddenly needs a $300 repair, you either find cash or put it on a card. With card rates often above 20%, that $300 can grow while you're just trying to survive. That's a brutal penalty for being short on cash. So the goal here is not a giant savings number, it's a tiny shield. Set a micro buffer target of $50 to $200 for this month. Move $5 a day or $25 from each paycheck into a separate place you don't touch. The point is to reduce the damage of the next surprise. If you ignore this step, the next emergency is likely to become new debt. Where would an extra $100 of breathing room help you first? By now, you can probably feel the pattern. The monthly crash usually isn't because you're careless. It's because the month is built on a thin bridge: heavy fixed costs, messy timing, and no cushion. That's a system problem, not a character flaw. Week 3 is where money meets identity. It's easy to internalize the stress and decide you're bad with money. But if your rent is 40% or more of your take-home pay, classic ratios like 50-30-20 can feel impossible. That's not you failing a formula. That's a formula failing your reality. For example, a single parent bringing home $3,200 might pay $1,200 in rent, $700 for childcare, $450 for groceries, and $180 for gas. That's $2,530 before internet, school costs, or anything unexpected. This is why the reset isn't about cutting joy until life goes gray. It's about reducing pressure in the places that actually matter. Pick one bill you can challenge this week and ask for a lower plan or a temporary hardship option: phone, internet, insurance, even a utility payment plan. And yes, check your subscriptions. We've all paid for something we forgot existed. The benefit isn't just money, it's momentum. If you skip this step, shame stays in charge of your decisions. What would change if one fixed bill dropped by even $20 a month? Here's the twist most people miss. A reset month works best when it's about sequencing, not punishment. You don't need a perfect budget, you need the right order. I've been surprised by how much calmer life feels after saving just $100. From here, we'll use 3 simple rules to carry you through the rest of the month. A quick check-in before we continue. What is the single bill or expense that hits you hardest each month? If you want to, share it in the comments. Someone reading will feel less alone because you did. Rule 1 is to stabilize the month before you optimize the year. This matters because a calm present is the foundation of every future goal. If you can't breathe in today's cash flow, long-term plans won't stick. For example, if you earn $2,600 and your fixed bills plus minimum debt total $1,900, your first win is not a complicated strategy. Your first win is protecting the $700 that keeps your life running. Make a must-pay list for the next 30 days. Put housing, utilities, transport, groceries, and minimum debt at the top. Then set a simple weekly cap for everything else, even if the number is uncomfortable. The benefit is fewer self-made emergencies and fewer panic moments. When you stabilize this month, you give next month a chance to be kinder. Rule 2 is to build a tiny buffer before you chase big goals. This matters because small cash prevents new debt and reduces stress. A small cushion is not glamorous, but it's powerful. For example, save $5 a day for 20 days and you have $100, or move $25 from each paycheck into your buffer until you reach $150. Use a separate account, an envelope, or even a labeled jar. You are not aiming for a 3-month emergency fund yet. You are building your first layer of protection. The benefit is a different nervous system. You stop reacting to every notification like it's a fire alarm. Rule 3 is to protect next month with a simple calendar. This matters because many broke months are really timing problems. Money comes in, then leaves too fast, in the wrong order. For example, your paycheck lands on the 1st, insurance drafts on the 2nd, rent hits on the 3rd, and your phone bill hits on the 4th. You can do everything right and still get squeezed. Take 10 minutes to list every due date and line them up with your paydays. If you can shift even one bill date, you reduce the risk of late fees and overdrafts. The benefit is quiet control. The month stops feeling like a surprise attack. Now let's answer the question we started with. Where does the first $100 come from when you're stretched? Usually from a short, focused sweep, not a joyless shutdown. 2 paused subscriptions at $12 each, a cheaper phone plan that saves $15, a simple 2-week meal plan that cuts $20 of waste. Add a one-time $40 from selling something you don't use. Suddenly, you're close. It's not life-changing money, but it's cycle-changing money. To lock this in, here's a 1-minute ritual for the last 7 days of your reset. Each night, ask 3 questions. What did I spend today that I can pause for 7 days? What bill is coming next that I can prepare for with $5 or $10? And what small win can I carry into next month automatically? A canceled subscription, a lower plan, a tiny transfer that repeats without debate. The real point of a 30-day broke reset isn't to become a new person overnight. It's to become the same person with a clearer map and a small shield. The next time you're standing in that grocery aisle with $17 showing on your screen, the story can be different. You won't feel perfect. You'll feel prepared. This is Wealth Mentor Pro. If this helped you breathe, you'll probably enjoy the next video that's been suggested for you. And if you want more calm, practical money and mindset guidance like this, consider liking this video and subscribing. One quiet step at a time.